The story of the twins is unlike anything you've ever heard of. They stared at each other in silence, lips sealed, eyes burning with secrets no one else could understand. For 30 years, two sisters, identical in every way but one, refused to speak a single word to anyone else. Not their parents, not their teachers, not even the doctors who tried to break their code. Only to each other. And sometimes not even that. June and Jennifer Gibbons weren't just silent. They were haunted. Haunted by a secret language, by rituals whispered in the dark, by a bond so powerful it terrified everyone who came near. Some said one was possessed. Others whispered that only death could set them free. Sit tight as we dive into today's mystery, and you will have incredible luck if you like and subscribe before this video ends. In the misty valleys of Wales, on a day that seemed ordinary, two sisters entered the world. But from their very first breath, June and Jennifer Gibbons were different. Their parents, Gloria and Aubrey, had come from the Caribbean, searching for hope in a new land. They never imagined their daughters would become the center of a psychological enigma, one that would baffle experts for generations. As toddlers, June and Jennifer did something chilling. They turned away from the world, locking eyes only with each other. Their laughter, their whispers, their tears, all shared in a language no one else could understand. It wasn't just baby talk. It was a code, a secret world, a fortress that no parent, teacher, or therapist could breach. Why did they do it? What were they hiding? Even as children, their silence felt less like shyness and more like a warning. Most twins outgrow their secret languages, but not June and Jennifer. As the years passed, their silence grew heavier, suffocating. They refused to speak to anyone, family, friends, teachers. They became shadows in their own home, ghosts in their own school. And then the bullying began. They were the only black children in their school, easy targets for cruelty. But instead of fighting back, they withdrew deeper, their silence hardening into something unbreakable. Was it fear, or was it something darker? At home, the twins began to act out strange rituals. Kneeling by their beds, they would open the Bible, chanting in their secret tongue, begging for forgiveness. They believed they were cursed, burdens to their family, prisoners of a fate they couldn't escape. Their parents watched in terror as their daughters slipped further away, lost to a world no one else could see. Desperate, the family tried the unthinkable. They separated the twins, sending them to different schools. The hope? That distance would break the curse. The result? Catastrophe. June collapsed into a catatonic state, silent tears streaming down her face, refusing to eat, speak, or move. Jennifer, too, retreated into a shell. It was as if their very souls were tethered, and when pulled apart, both began to unravel. A speech therapist was called in, determined to break the silence. But what she found was something she could not explain. Jennifer's gaze, cold, unreadable, seemed to possess June, holding her captive. The therapist left with a single haunting thought. June is possessed by her twin. What power did Jennifer hold over June? Was it love, or something far more sinister? Just when hope seemed lost, the twins discovered something new: writing. Given journals and a typewriter, they poured their secrets onto the page. Their stories were dark, tales of beautiful people committing terrible crimes, of obsession, betrayal, and doom. Publishers took notice, but those who read the twins' work felt uneasy, as if the stories were not fiction, but confessions. What were June and Jennifer really trying to say? And who exactly was in danger? As teenagers, the twins' world spiraled out of control. They turned to drugs and alcohol, their behavior growing more erratic, more dangerous. Then, one night, the unthinkable. A spree of arson attacks. Fires lit under cover of darkness. Buildings reduced to ash. The twins were caught and sent to Broadmoor, a maximum security hospital for the criminally insane. Inside those walls, their silence became a scream. Years passed. Then, a journalist named Marjorie Wallace heard whispers of the silent twins. She had to see for herself. When she entered their room, she found not monsters, but two young women, misunderstood, tormented, and desperate to be heard. For the first time, the twins spoke to an outsider. But what they revealed was more disturbing than anyone could have guessed. Wallace discovered the truth. June and Jennifer were locked in a deadly rivalry. June believed she was possessed by Jennifer, a dark shadow she could never escape. Jennifer wrote in her diary that they were fatal enemies, bound together by hatred as much as love. The tension between them was unbearable. It was clear, for one to survive, the other might have to die. After years of struggle, the twins were finally transferred to a less restrictive clinic. On the day of their release, Jennifer turned to Marjorie and whispered, "I'm going to have to die." Within hours, Jennifer slipped into a coma. By nightfall, she was gone. No cause of death could be found. It was as if, with her final breath, she had set her sister free. In the days that followed, June began to speak. Freely, openly, as if the curse had been lifted. She told Marjorie, "Now that Jennifer is gone, I am free to live." But the questions remain. What truly bound these sisters together? Was it a psychological phenomenon, or something supernatural? Did Jennifer choose to die, or was it fate? To this day, the story of the silent twins remains unsolved. Doctors, journalists, and families still debate. Was it a case of selective mutism, a psychic bond, or something far more chilling? One thing is certain. Some secrets are so powerful, they can silence the world. Feel free to leave your comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mysteries like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.